Hi everybody, in this video I'd like to answer the question about whether the video quality of the SJ4000 Wi-Fi action camera, how well it compares that to that of a DSLR, and then specifically the Canon EOS600D T3i that I can't show you right now. In fact, I'll put a little picture of it up. How about up there? Because I use it to record my YouTube videos. Because I think if the question you might be asking, if you're thinking about getting an SJ4000 Wi-Fi, maybe not for action sports, not for putting on your helmet or on your head or on your kayak or on your bike or something, but maybe you're thinking about getting one because you're thinking of it as a very cheap little additional camera that you could use for doing YouTube videos when you're outside or maybe even inside, or you could use it for like third person angles, which is what I bought mine one for really. I'm not an action sports type of person, but what I have been doing in my YouTube videos, I was using my phone, to record stuff. And the problem with that is it's very difficult to put a phone on a tripod. I was worried about dropping it, getting it wet and all this sort of stuff. And I thought something like a mini sort of GoPro clone like the SJ4000 would be great because I can stick it on a Gorilla Pod, I can hang it off trees, I can get it dirty, I can drop it, I can stick it more and it won't matter. But you may be thinking, well, okay, that's all well and good, but is the video quality any good? So what we're comparing here is the £70 SJ4000 Wi-Fi with the £350 Canon EOS600D T3i. And what I've done in these example videos, which you're going to see in a minute, basically I've mounted imagine my fist is the T3i, the 600D. I've mounted the GoPro, the SJ4000, on the hot shoe using a little adapter, so that the angle is pretty similar in terms of what they're looking at. Now obviously the SJ4000 has an incredibly wide fisheye lens, so even with my kit lens set at 18mm, you'll see that there's a massive disparity in that. Both cameras were set to auto exposure and auto white balance, and this video you're actually watching now obviously has been recorded on the 600D, but then it gets edited in Premiere Pro CC, gets encoded to 1080p and then gets uploaded to YouTube, which then does lots of other things. So maybe to get the best out of this video you should watch it full screen and watch it at maximum quality. Oh right, and the quality set for the SJ4000 Wi-Fi and the Canon 600D T3i is 1080p. So there we go. So without further ado, let's have a look at some of the example videos. So I think, as you can see in the videos, the SJ4000 Wi-Fi holds up really well against the Canon 600D DSLR footage in good light. And in fact, I think apart from the colour balance, and that really does depend on the lighting, quite a lot of the footage, I prefer the video that comes at the SJ4000. I think it looks sharper. The fact that there's no focus involved because it has everything is in focus. is really good, because the problem with DSLR, especially like the 600D, is it's not great at live focusing when you're doing video, and it's difficult to see whether stuff's in focus anyway. Live, if you zoom in, obviously it's okay like that. So I've been really impressed with the footage you get for the SJ4000. Sure, you do need to fettle with the white balance a little bit, I think. And if I'd taken some more pictures on an overcast day, you'd have seen things can get very, very blue. But again, I'm running an auto white balance in the SJ4000. You could always, flip to the overcast setting just to warm stuff up. Just make sure though that when it becomes sunny again, that you go back to auto or daylight to stop stuff getting, too warm. But I mean, it can't handle inside tungsten lights at all. Even if you set it to tungsten, it doesn't like it. Things come out way too yellow. And it's very difficult to adjust it as well. Even in Premiere Pro, you can't really... Well, you can pull the colours across, but it still doesn't look, say, as natural as hopefully this video looks there. But, I mean, the SJ4000, it's an action camera. It's designed for outside work. That's why you bought it, because it comes in a little waterproof case with lots of different mounts. And I think for the money... it's really great for that. And if you want it as a second camera or even a main camera for out and about, just remember, probably worth watching one of my audio video about it, about the fact that when it's in its case, it can't hear anything. It needs to be out of its case. And even then, you really want to be using a lav mic or some sort of recorder to record your sounds. I think it's pretty amazing, and it's a great package for the money. You can stick it on a tripod, you can talk to camera on it, or you can do B-roll as you're walking past it, and it performs very, very well indeed. And it's so easy to use, and if you drop it, it's tough enough to take the knocks. Hey, it's only £70. You could buy another one. So there we go, that's enough from me. You've seen the examples. By all means, go back and watch them again if you need to make a decision about whether you think the SJ4000 Wi-Fi is for you. But if you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, please subscribe, that really helps. Put some comments down below. You can email me scalespeeder@gmail.com, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.